This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're here in Leeds. We've just concluded the press conference ahead of the Lara Warrington 2 bill this weekend. On the bill with me, El Tigre, Adrian Granados. Adrian, welcome to the UK. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Had a lot of experience in your pro career. How's coming over to the UK measured against those experiences you've had? Have you enjoyed yourself so far?
Most definitely. I'm loving England. Love the people, love the atmosphere, love the knowledge of boxing everyone has here. It's we're in Leeds, and everyone say probably not the first choice you would want to make in England. I'd say I'm the type of guy. Yeah, give me that. Give me the realness. Give me the gritty side. Give me the ruckus crowd. I'm excited for Saturday night.
It's finally here, Adrian, but I just wanted to go back to, obviously you two were meant to meet at fight camp. I'm sure it wasn't a pleasant phone call when you found out it had been put back. Rather than waiting around, you elected to go home for a bit. What was it like when you were so close to peaking for the fight, going back and getting back in training and taking over and being ready for the new day? How did you manage that?
We managed it smart. I definitely give kudos to my coach and my team, my family. My friends, everyone know that I was ready to go. Got back home, took a couple days off, let the mind, let the body rest, and we just got right back to it. We had a great camp leading into the fight, Camp 1, and we didn't want to break that, so that's why we didn't even stay to watch the fights. Unfortunately, I wanted to see them, but it's like we had a job and we have a large task at hand in beating Conor Benn, so we went right back to the lab.
Someone in the earlier stages of their career might have been incredibly disappointed and taken that quite badly, having a fight pulled on such late notice, but the experience you have as a professional, how quickly were you able to digest it and get over it and immediately switch to that new date mentally?
Yeah, I wasn't able to explain it well on the DAZN Boxing, but what I had said was, what I meant to say was I was cursing. I was going off in Spanish. I was cursing my butt off, I almost feel like I scared the attendant there at the front desk, but then immediately I said, es por algo, and that's like, it's for a reason. So yeah, I just calmed down immediately, and I'm like, hey man, God's talking to you, take it easy, don't worry, accept it. And actually, yeah, I think it was a benefit to me. I think it was part of camp, because I was able to come out to England and get acclimated to the time change, and then go back home and realize it's worse getting back home. Back home, then I turned into a zombie. It was a couple days to get back to normal back at home. But yeah, no, that's in the past. Water under the bridge. I'm glad that Conor has made it looks like a full recovery. I know that he's excited for this fight. I'm excited for this fight. Definitely seems to have finally built a mutual respect. And usually when there's respect between the fighters, it makes for a fireworks fight.
You said there you built a mutual respect. I think up there we saw you both been talking about this fight for so long. You're both ready to just get down to business. Yeah. Conor was being Conor. We know what he's like. He's got that star power. You were smiling and enjoying it while he was talking. What do you make of him as a person and the things he was saying up there?
Oh man, I'm a fan of how he is, of his person. I love his confidence. I love, the quotes. I love, he gets me pumped up. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go run 5 miles myself now. But no, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He's got a lot riding behind him. He's got huge expectations. He has huge expectations for himself. He's the son of Nigel Benn, but however, like he said, he wants to make his own name, and I respect it. And I think he made the wrong choice in picking Adrian Granados at this time, but he wanted it. He wanted it. I called that. I got a hold of that interview when he called me out. That I would be a good test for him. So let's see if he passes this test.
You both made it very clear you think there's a war brewing here on Saturday night. Fight of the night, could be fight of the year potentially. How do you approach this? I know you said you want on the Zoom when I spoke to you the other day. You said you wanted the stoppage. You didn't want the judges to get involved. How do you do that while managing a bit of caution as well in this fight?
I just got to fight a near perfect fight. I got a lot of skills in my tool bag. I plan on bringing them all out. He says I could train for King Kong and it won't, But as they say in the movie Training Day, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I'm excited. I know I have to take it out of the judges' hands. I mean, I have that record where in a lot of the fights, losses and draws, they're clear wins for me, but if the guy makes it to the end, I feel like judges are just protecting records now. We're in a different day and age in boxing. I was raised watching, in the 80s and 90s where, the best fought the best, and now it seems like it's transpired to a different, more kind of like Twitter fingers, internet thug type boxers where, I think maybe my age group, I may be, just being biased, but I think we're the last of a dying breed where, we were trying to fight the best. And that's where probably I don't have the perfect record, because I was too willing to fight everybody. Definitely going back and moving forward, I'm giving the advice to the young fighters back home in Chicago and back in Mexico who always hit me up. Take your time. You got to be smart in who you fight. And, that's neither here nor there. Like I said, it's water under the bridge that's in the past. And, I'm looking to close out my career strong. And, like I said, I want to be a world champion before I retire.
Adrian, we're expecting a very passionate 20,000 strong crowd in Leeds on Saturday. I'm sure that crowd has been mentioned to you several times in the build-up. We're expecting Conor Benn to get a very good reception. Just thought of them potentially being on your back, fire you up that bit more, thinking about that?
It's what I want. I grew up watching the movie Green Street Hooligans and watching like the ruckus crowds in the football games. I mean, my family's from Mexico, so we love, as they say in the U.S., soccer. We love soccer. We love football. We're passionate people ourselves. So yeah, I'm excited whether they're gonna boo me, whether they're gonna accept me, either or. I think by the end of the fight, we'll be getting cheers for sure.
Before I let you go, Adrian, because you've been here doing media for quite some time now, and I'm sure you want to get away. One fight that's been talked about in the welterweight division, they're trying to make the fight happen. Terence Crawford and Sean Porter, brilliant fight for the division. If it gets made, who do you see winning and how?
Man, that's a great fight. I've actually shared the ring with both. Really quick sparring with Bud, and then I obviously shared the great war that me and Sean Porter had. I think that's a great fight. I think it's a fight that, Terence Crawford could make a big statement, because a lot of people don't want to give him the respect on the opposition that he's faced. So, I'm hoping that the fight makes, like I said, I usually always say it, I'm a fan before a fighter. I grew up loving the sport, and now I'm a fighter. That's a fight I want to see. Also, obviously, the unfortunate incident with Errol Spence. Pray a speedy recovery for him. Boxing, it's definitely live and well, and I'm looking forward to plenty of these big fights. Definitely Sean Porter versus Terence Crawford is one I really want to see.
Adrian, I'm going to leave the final word to yourself. For those tuning in to watch you on Saturday night, coming down to the venue, watching on DAZN as well, what can they expect to see from yourself and Conor Benn?
Well, as you've heard of me, definitely gonna get the blood and guts warrior. I think, some people underplaying that, thinking I've been through the ringer and maybe I'm shot already. No, I think I'm looking good. I just heard that I look like a 20-year-old, so that's great. That's great. I must be doing something right. But no, I'm just definitely gonna put on my best performance. I'm gonna lay my heart on the line, and I'm known for being a warrior for a reason. So I'm excited for putting on a show for the public and for the people of England.
Well, Adrian, you look younger than me, and I'm 25 years old. So we'll leave it there. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social. Best of luck.